I like to think that I deal with the gladness, the sadness and the madness. The crazier, the better. I'm probably a little bit off-centre, a little bit quirky, and I'd say a bit of a misfit. Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm a photographer and a passionate volunteer. I think I've always been really nosy. I like people. I am not into any of this posed portraiture. It's got to be real life, raw and honest. I'm a birth photographer. It's not just about taking the photos, it's about them having absolute trust in you, that you are almost invisible, you're in the back of the room and that they trust you implicitly. So I'm waiting and observing and I guess preempting when there is going to be a moment happen where maybe Dad touches Mum's forehead or she pops her head down and grabs his hand really tight. There are times when the midwives and I will just be looking at each other going, oh my God, that's so beautiful. And I'm just snapping away. I'm a family documenter.
Back taps off.
There's a lot more emotion in the family home, a lot more connectedness, and I think that's something that I'm really drawn to. And I guess I'm really drawn to this way of parenting, that it's about embracing our children for who they are and their differences. As a documenter, you want to keep the environment as untouched as possible and as natural as it is. If there is not a beautiful moment, or beautiful lighting or essential detail, I don't take a photo. This is the Addington Coffee Co-op, which is my second home / second living room, which is a place that's pretty dear to my heart. After the earthquake, everything was shut for a while and this place opened up and there was like a community base. And Bruno and I came down here and brought a wee sign saying free hugs and free pug hugs. I don't know whether Bruno hugged more people or me that day. I think from that moment on, I wanted to craft a life that I really loved and that was uniquely me. I had been thinking about volunteering for quite some time, so I made a call and had an interview and did police checks and more interviews and booked my tickets. I really try and dedicate 2 months a year to going to Vietnam and looking after the children. I think the person that inspired me most was a little girl called Hien. And she actually passed away just over 18 months ago now. I was told that she was a bit of a nuisance, that she liked the attention and to just ignore her, but I didn't listen to that. I've worked with disabled children when I was younger as well, and I just, I felt like what these kids needed the most was connection. Nice to see you! No. Gwyneth is my bike. So I got my bike probably about 3 years ago, and she is almost 100 years old. She's an old BSA bike, and we go up to the hospital together. I watched a documentary called 5 Hours with Raja, and it was a family who had found out that their child had a terminal diagnosis, and they only had a few hours with him, and I just ugly cried through the whole documentary. It was really emotional, and it just kind of came to me, and I thought I could take photos for families in need.
So we had a little girl, Lucy.
I walk into the hospital. We go down to a room right at the end of the birthing suite, usually walking past down the corridor and hearing other women in labour. And you just don't know what you're walking into. We've got basically 24 hours to get a lifetime of memories.
In the moment you think, I'll never forget her face or the features that she has or anything, but then as time goes on you do not forget, but when you look at the photos it's a constant reminder of, yes, that's how you remember them.
It's about standing beside them while they discover their baby. There are so many powerful, beautiful moments.
Obviously when she's born there's no blood flow or anything, so their lips are different and you can tell that it's a dead baby. So the photos that we took personally, they're very raw, whereas the ones that she takes, while it's them, she puts them in a light where, not that I wouldn't have hung photos up of Lucy anyway, but they... So it's nice to have photos that you can hang in your house that people can stand and look at and admire. Another amazing thing about having the photos taken is she captures the mood of the room, and it's not just her taking photos of the baby, but she takes photos of family in the room, and she really captures the emotion that the room has at the time.
I think it's just really important that I'm myself in any shoot that I do.
She was just like a ray of sunshine, really, in this horrible situation. She just came in and made you feel really comfortable, and she just treated your baby as if it was a newborn photo shoot, really. She didn't hesitate in talking to her, and that means a lot.
All line of my work, it's just about being real and none of this falsity stuff.
She's heaven sent, really. You just feel like someone sends her to you in your time, that she's the perfect person for what she does.
I get a lot of people saying this to me, you know, what do you do for yourself? I probably don't give enough time to myself, but I also get a lot for doing things for others as well. Life's shit, then it's good, then it's crap, then it's amazing, then it's a bit average. It's about knowing that there will always be challenges and hard times, and it just makes the sweeter times even sweeter.